everyone. Thanks for joining us. This is, what is it called? The Other Show. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on The Other Show. Today we're talking about episode 6. And we're here with Helena and Drew as always, and Molly Shannon, who plays Pat.
Hello. So happy to be here. This is like my dream of being an actress, like on a show with a couch talking.
That's why you got into this.
Yeah, kind
to
of.
sit on a couch.
Guess who's gonna be on Watch What Happens Live? I love my year of yes.
Was it weird to like shoot Watch What Happens Live in character or no?
That was a little weird.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I've hardly ever done that.
Yeah.
So it's very strange because in real life I get nervous as myself if I do a talk show. That does feel strange because you're not yourself, so you don't feel as nervous.
And you're sitting next to Patrick Wilson playing himself, but you're in character. It's bizarre.
So weird. He was really nice.
Hi, I'm looking to get jacked fast.
Do you have a gym membership?
No, but it's kind of an emergency. I'm gonna be the bartender on Watch What Happens Live because it's good to be seen.
Okay, yeah, no, totally. I did that last week.
You've been on Watch What Happens Live too, but as the bartender, right?
Yes,
have?
Yes.
But you were wearing
What?
clothes.
Sure did.
I was wearing clothes. I had like on a jacket like buttoned up to my neck. Like I was like, ah. I could not remember that Guildenstern, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern line, like because I was so nervous. Like it was just like sense memory of being behind the bartender like thing again. I was like, oh, I'm nervous again. Like,
It was very funny because even in between takes when people would be talking or giving notes or something, you were always just standing back there by yourself in a little bow tie, just still there.
Yeah, I was trying to conserve warmth. Also, like you had said, like, hey, we don't have much time in there, so anytime we're in between, just
I wasn't rushing the actors. You had all the time. You had all the time in the world.
How you doing? You excited?
Oh, I'm so nervous I could barf. I just hope I don't mess up tonight.
Don't be nervous. You literally can't mess up Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
Molly, your character in particular is like super starstruck, I guess. Like, are there people to this day that you, Molly Shannon, would still be starstruck around? Or no?
Yes, definitely.
There are?
Oh, yeah.
That you haven't met, or you've met them and you still like?
I met
Like
them
who?
and I still feel starstruck.
Who?
Like Angelina Jolie.
And you've met her.
Oh my God. You met Angelina?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my
Every time you're
God.
around Angelina, you're starstruck.
And I get starstruck for Housewives too. Like I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
like I bumped
Yeah,
into Shannon Bedore at the
absolutely.
LAX airport, and I was like, it's like the gates opened up. Like I get very excited.
I'm obviously a big Molly fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, if during the pilot when we were filming, I was like, if it ever looks like the person acting across from Molly is just a big fan of hers and is smiling huge, just tell me. Because I felt like I was just kind of like,
Dance all day, dance all night, dance until we don't smell right, dance until we stink, 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 stink.
Yeah, I was told that there would be dancing in this music video, and they're like, there's gonna be a rehearsal, and it sort of sounded super casual, and so I was like, okay, so I guess I have to learn this dance, and they weren't really telling me the time. They made it seem like it was gonna be nothing, and I showed up for the rehearsal, and I was like, this is real. And then all of the girls in that did that music video, all the dancers are so good.
Yeah,
and
they're amazing.
And I was like, God, all of you guys are so good. I feel like I'm in a Beyonce video. And Kat, the choreographer, went, oh, these girls do dance for Beyonce. And I was like, and I walked out one door of the rehearsal room and like came back in the other door and was like, I'm ready to start again.
Did it make you sad that you weren't still dancing, Brookie?
No, actually, I like what I'm doing. Plus, if I had kept dancing, I'd be starting over now anyway, so I guess in some ways I got a head start.
That's beautiful.
Thanks, Mom.
No, I mean the top that I'm wearing. I really am like Pat. Let's be honest. There's not
Are you?
that.
No, like 10%?
Values,
20%?
values,
Oh.
values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Value. What are Pat's values?
Family.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, and spirituality.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna say just the way she is positive about life and open.
Yeah.
I feel like that too. I think I'm like that. Yeah. I relate to her.
We talked about that in the writer's room that we like about your character, or hopefully what we were trying to do is not have her be like a stage mom. It's just sort of like, sure, I love my son, and everyone in America saying they love him too. So I guess I love America. I love this. This is great. Like, yes, like just saying yes to things.
Yeah.
Has anyone done a year of yes? Or like made a conscious effort to be like, this year I'm going for it.
I think I do like
cool.
every January, and then by like February 2nd, I'm like, I can't remember. I don't know.
I was gonna try to be more positive in 2018, and I made it to like May.
That's when we started shooting.
Mom, why did you say Dad died of cancer?
What do you mean? That's what we decided to tell Chase.
Yeah, Chase, not the whole viewing audience of Watch What Happens.
Well, I just figured Chase is going to be watching it later, so did I mess up?
Just in general, I love the idea of a woman, this isn't so much me because I'm married, but I love a woman having a very happy chapter 2 where her husband passed away, but she's really like alive and so full without kind of a nice chapter 2 at a nice age. I just think that's so true to life, and I see a lot of women really happy that way, kind of reinventing themselves, maybe after a divorce or a death of a spouse in a very positive way.
Yeah, totally.
I just love that.
Oh, Molly, thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for telling us about celebrities.